Hey homies and homettes, it's Candace. It's been a little while. Over the weekend, did take a little bit of a break. Had some, nothing too fancy happen, but it was a good weekend. I stayed on protocol. I even had Tom visit, surprisingly. He just popped in unexpectedly and is quite a few days early. But he's here, and I'm wondering, I don't know if it might be because of the diet change or just this whole thing that I'm going through, but he's been a little off the last 2 cycles. So if anybody else has experienced that, please let me know if it could potentially be because of just my diet change and how, and the weight loss as well, because that's kind of, normally it's pretty regular, and he's been a few days early, a few days late. Like, it's just been weird since I started doing my Omni Drops. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is this weekend really kind of reminded me of a few things about myself that I don't necessarily like, and I'm still trying to change, and I see that it's going to be a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. While I love losing weight, I love looking at myself smaller, I love being able to fit into the clothes that I wasn't able to before, or just fit into my clothes and feel a lot better about myself in them. I mean, I think I told you guys, like, it's nice to be able to buckle your pants, sit down in them all day, not be like waiting for the moment you get in the driveway so you can unbuckle them to take them off and have all the imprints on your body because they're so daggone tight. I have really enjoyed that that's not been the case. Like, I have caught myself even, coming in, which normally my routine is take off the harness, put on my night clothes, and I'm just lounging. Once I'm in the house, I'm in the house. But I've caught myself a couple times like starting to cook dinner with my same clothes on. That never happens, y'all. It's not even just the harness part. I just don't like being in clothes. I feel confined. Like, I need my loose shirt or my baggy pants. Like, it's just cozy. It means home. It's like the end of the day. But because my clothes have become so comfortable, I haven't really been like stressing about that. So those are good things. And those are things that I really have become to enjoy. But what I also see about myself, and I still kind of have the fear, is just this success, like finally getting to my goal and it happening. Now, I think I have talked to you guys before about, like, what if it doesn't happen? What am I going to do when it does happen? Like, how am I going to know how to be the smaller person? And I'm still dealing with that, so it's not so much that anymore because I see that you naturally just fall into it. I haven't went shopping yet, even though I did some online shopping the other day. I haven't went in the store and like started trying on things. But what I did do, I think, was my baby step was to order from a store that I normally do online, and I tried to get the size smaller than I normally wear there. And I'm using that as my gauge. Like, am I ready to go into that store and try to do it in front of people, or is this going to be my, like kind of just my inspiration to keep working out, like your clothes, or keep losing weight? You're getting closer and closer, so maybe you're almost there. I don't really know how that's going to play out for me yet. But there are a couple summer dresses that I bought that I thought, those are really cute. I normally probably wouldn't order those. But they only had the size that was the size under me. And some of my clothes are in that size, many of them are not, so it's like it could work, it could not work, it could be maybe during the next round I finally get into them, but I'm okay with that. But what scares me is like, just, I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, am I going to fully embrace myself and all the work and hard work that I put into this? Like, it already has been so much hard work, and I see it when I see my pictures, my before and after pictures together, which, by the way, some of you have been asking. I did post them on Instagram, so follow me on Instagram and you'll see my before and after pictures. I can totally tell when they're right next to each other. I can tell when there's certain pieces of clothing that I put on. But what I've neglected to do is just give myself props on all of the other things that have come along with it. This weekend, I told you, I started Tom. I was craving nothing but chocolate and salt yesterday. Like, I wanted crunchy chips and I wanted chocolate covered almonds. That's all I wanted, or just a big fat piece of chocolate cake. And I tried to make a smoothie. I tried eating my kale chips. Nothing was getting it like I wanted to get it. Normally, I would totally give in and be on my way to the store and eating something, or these were tempting me. Like, I wanted these so bad because I have a box of them in the freezer, and I just wanted to break them open and just eat the whole box. And it was like, well, nobody will know, because I normally do that. I don't have to tell anybody. I eat them in the dark. It's quiet. It's me and my cookies. But the fact that I didn't do that, like, you guys don't understand how big of an accomplishment that is for me. Like, that is so huge. Almost to the point, it's almost as huge as me losing my last 30 pounds that I need to get off of me. Like, that's how big that is for me. Because what it's showing me is that I'm changing. My mind state is changing. I have really enjoyed phase 3 because there has been so much more variety I've been able to add to my diet. There's been so many different food choices. I'm really excited about all the different things I can pick and try and mix together. And I'm eating to hunger, which is also really big. And I can even say, when I did that cauliflower pizza, which was amazing, by the way, that I had to really stop myself and make sure I was eating to hunger, because that was so good. And I have been such on a pizza, like just a pizza craving lately, that it was like, oh my God, I gotta keep eating this, I gotta keep eating this. But the thought came to me that was like, but Candace, you can always have more. You just gotta get hungry again. So the less you eat now, the more quickly you'll become hungry again later, and you can have it again. Like, I have to play these mind games with myself so that I am like learning not to just be so greedy. It's constant, it's exhausting. I do have a few people in my corner that are right there all the time to say, hey, by the way, put that down, or you don't need that, or are you sure that's a good choice? And they do it in a way that I don't get offended or just want to be belligerent and do it anyway because they're telling me not to. So that helps. But I need to remember to keep giving myself props on what I'm doing, my baby steps. Like, I tend to look so far ahead, and I don't look at how far I've come. You know, and I know that if I'm doing that, there's got to be other people that are doing that. And I know we have our days. Like, I have the days where it's like, man, bump this. Give me them damn cookies. Like, I don't understand why I can't just do that. I've been so good. I can give myself 2 cookies. I know that. And I think at this point, I probably can give myself the 2 cookies and be good. But I don't want to, like, you know how they say when a dog tastes blood, that's all they want from now on, is just when they bite you, that you got to put them down because they're looking for blood all the time. That's how I am. I don't want to just get that taste and that nibble and that sniff of it and then be looking all over for it all the time. Like, I don't want that in my system. But this is like such a battle. Like, I mean, I understand. I've worked with people and worked with situations that people are trying to overcome addictions. And I have always thought that I had an addiction to food. But this is like really showing me how big of a deal it is. Like, it is an everyday, 24/7, every time I'm awake thinking and not doing something like that's keeping my mind off of just being idle, food pops into my mind. And now it's the way I think about it is different. Like, it's not like just as big and like just gross like I used to be, but it's still constantly like, okay, so Candace, plan. What are you gonna do when you get home so you don't just go in there and start throwing stuff in your mouth? Like, I'm constantly trying to talk myself through how to get through the day without binging or breaking my cycle that I've been on. And that's exhausting, but my fear is that one day I'm gonna wake up and just say, bump it, I'm not doing it no more. Or forget it, pass me the macaroni and cheese. I don't want that to happen. So I've been really conscious at just researching. Like, I've been watching so many videos about people who've been making like eating paleo or eating clean or just eating low carb. So I can always find some type of replica of what I'm craving, but doing it in a healthy way. Because like I said, that pizza, no, I knew it wasn't pizza, but it solved the craving. Like, it filled in where I needed it to. So it worked perfectly. And that's what I need to continually do. I think that as long as I have my recipe stash built up and a conscious effort of what I'm going to do and, you know, how I'm feeling and taking that into consideration, I'll be fine. It's just the fear of the one day stopping. And because I've, you know, never had a run as long as I've had now, but I've had runs, little short ones where everything's going great and then something throws me off schedule or off my routine, and then I'm off the wagon again. And I see why people are so fearful of falling off the wagon, because once you do that once, it opens the door for so much more. So I think that for me, I'm going to try to start giving myself positive affirmations every single day. And I'm hoping that I'll share them with you guys as well, because that'll just help me be more accountable to it. But I've got to continually give myself high fives and kudos, because it's also the little steps that make the big steps so worth it. And I can't get ahead of myself and forget that, because I think I have been a little bit, because I've noticed that I'll get really frustrated or down on myself, or like still look at myself and see the same person 30 pounds heavier. Like, I just, in my mind, that has not changed. But when you put the pictures next to each other, I can totally see it. But just when I go and look in the mirror, I don't see it like I should. Or it's like, oh, well, I should have, I shouldn't have had that extra piece of cheese, or I shouldn't have put all of that on this. And it's like, but Candace, what would you have done before? You might have had that little bitty scoop of cheese when before you would have had almost the whole tub. Like, that is a big deal. You didn't get this big overnight, so it's not going to change overnight. So take your time, take your baby steps, get there. And that's something I think I should apply in my life across the board. But right now, this whole weight thing is so relevant to me and my life. Like, I just want to be so successful. Like, I haven't wanted this bad ever. So I know this is kind of a ramble, and it probably might not even make that much sense, but I needed to get it out because I've been thinking about it. And I know the bad days are going to happen. I know that there's going to be days where I might not have made all of the perfect eating choices, but as long as I'm not eating when I'm absolutely not supposed to and going overboard, I think those little bitty slip-ups or those little imperfections, that's what makes me human. And I have to really embrace that, because I don't think this is going to make me perfect. I've never been perfect. I don't even strive to be perfect, because I know that's not me. But just making the conscious step to work towards being better. I think I told you guys when I first started this, I just want to be a better person overall. And so for me, it's controlling my urges, controlling my just impulsiveness, and my tactics on how I can sabotage my own success. That is what is changing. And I feel like I'm really doing a good job at that. I think that there's room for me to do better, and that's all I need to do is keep working towards doing better. So every day I'm going to give myself a high five, whether it's like, good job on getting that smoothie done just a little bit earlier, preparing your stuff in the night before. Or good job on choosing the apple when you were craving those chips and everybody else in front of you was eating them like they had no home training, smacking and crunching in your ear like they were today at work. People are so inconsiderate sometimes. But I went and I got my apple slices and I was crunching just as loud as they were. So those are what I'm going to start giving as my good day, my good jobs. And you guys give yourself good jobs. Let's all give each other good jobs. After, maybe on certain videos, I'll just post this is a good job video, and on those videos, everybody comment and write what their good job for the day was. I think that's something we should start, because not only will it help me give you guys high fives or thumbs up, because you see how you can like the comment, but we can do it back and forth with each other, because I think every day we need to look at something good that we've done that's not our normal, and just give ourselves a thumbs up. High five, thumbs up, whatever we can do. So that's where we're going to start. So today starts that. So if you see, whenever you see something that says good job, I'm going to put that in the titles. I want you guys to post things that you did that were a good job for the day or the week or whatever. Just something pops up that what popped up in your head is a good job, and we'll start just going from there, because I think it's important everybody gives themselves a pat on the back sometimes. And if I can't do it, or you can't do it to me, we can do it for ourselves. And then we'll share it with everybody, okay? I hope that makes sense. I hope to see the good jobs below. And I'm excited to see how this works, because I think it will just kind of help keep me motivated, and you guys too. I like when things like this happen. So I'm curious to see how this is going to work out tonight. So good job, everybody. Today I'm going to, like I'll say, my good job was choosing the apple over the chips while everybody else was crunching on the chips in front of me. I went for the healthy choice, okay? That's my good job for the day, even though I didn't want to. Even though I want to put my hand and just grab a humongous mitt-full size of chips and smush them in my mouth, crumbs everywhere. That's what I visualized as everybody else is just crunching, talking with their mouths full, crunching all loud. But instead, I went back to my office, I took out my apple, I washed it, and I polished it up real nice. It was nice and shiny, and then I said, And that crunch was just as loud as their crunch, and I didn't feel left out because I was eating too. So that was my good job for the day. Now your turn. Share with me. Thanks, guys.